Hey everybody, it's Pete here, and today I wanted to go over clipping in and out of clipless pedals. If you haven't experienced clipless pedals yet, then this will help you kind of break into it a little bit. They can be a little challenging at first, but they have a lot of really good benefits that I think they definitely are a lot better in the long run compared to traditional flat pedals, maybe even with the clips and the strap system that you see on older mountain bikes. So one of the key advantages for sure is to be able to clip in and be able to, I guess, have more power throughout your stroke. You're able to actually pull up a little bit on them, and they also hold your foot in a very consistent position, where as a platform pedal with some clips and straps, or just even an open platform pedal, your foot can slide around a little bit, and to me it's a little disconcerting sometimes. So having your foot in a very familiar position is a nice thing with clipless pedals. Plus, you can actually, compared to the clips and strap system, the older system, you can actually, I think, get out of them much easier. You basically just click to the side and you're out of them very quickly. But when you're actually in them, when you're clipped in, you're pretty, you're held in pretty well. So they're definitely an advantage to going with them for sure. So in this tutorial, I wanted to go over just how to develop a good, I guess, getting used to clipping into these things quickly and easily, and feeling comfortable in them, so you don't get to a point and stop and not know how to get out of them. That can be sort of an embarrassing situation, and I've been there myself, and I've seen other riders do it. So it's just good to develop a good strategy to get used to them. So first off, I think one way to do it is to find yourself a rock, or maybe it's a curb along the street, and you just put one foot on there, and then just with the other foot, basically just get used to where your cleat and your pedal, or your shoe is in relationship to that pedal. So I suggest basically clipping in and out a couple times, and position your crank so that the crank is at sort of a 45-degree position there, so that you can just step on it and then click out like that. Stepping in a little bit lower, like if the crank is further down here, it can be a little difficult, but you can still do it. But overall, I just think that if you clip in this position, that's a good place to start, because in general, when you start riding, you want to have your crank in that 45 upright position there. That's a good power position for your foot. And you also want to kind of get used to where the cleat is on the shoe there. And you can see that there's actually a little bit of adjustment, and this is a Shimano clipless pedal system. But you'll see that there's the ability to slide it back and forth as well as up and down. And determining the correct position for that will take a little bit of work, and it's probably something that I'll get into in another tutorial. But overall, you just kind of want to get used to where that is, where you're able to clip in and out, and get used to where the cleat is, or where the pedal engages on the shoe. So I would suggest just basically clipping in and clipping out a couple times, and really kind of getting used to that. And then as soon as you're ready, basically just kind of kick off and clip in with the other side. Once you're clipped in there, pedal for maybe 20-30 feet, and then unclip the other side. Put your foot down and take a rest, and kind of in your mind think about where everything was, and then try it all over again, and just continue to kind of ride up and down the street, clip in and out, and just kind of get it into your mind where those positions on the shoe are. So I think that would really help to just start out on the street, then maybe go to like a gravel road, or maybe a really easy trail, and just continue to kind of clip in and out, stop here and there, so that you really do get familiar with it. Because if you're not familiar with it and you get to a really difficult obstacle on the trail, not being able to click out quickly can be tough. So I just think, you know, practice makes perfect, and just really kind of honing those skills before you take the clipless pedal system out on the trail can really make a difference for you. So anyways, I hope that helps, and talk to you soon.